Let's have a heart-to-heart conversation, and I will be completely real with you here on this show. That's the topic we'll be discussing here tonight, live. So stick around for all that and much, much more that's coming right. Live from Northern California, welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli. And if this is your first time here, and most importantly, you are open to suggestions and change, please consider subscribing and then banging that bell so that way you won't miss a single thing when it comes to getting a better grip on your life. That's right. That's absolutely, positively correct. I am here to help as many people as possible that are open to the help get the best possible grips on their lives so that way each and every one of you can accomplish whatever it is that your hearts desire. Right? Do you not want to accomplish, is what I'm trying to say. I can't get the words out. I'm so excited. Do you not want to accomplish whatever it is that your heart's desire? Why would you not want to accomplish whatever it is that your heart desires, right? I have to ask you that, but there's a right and a wrong way to go about doing it, and that's why I'm here. That's my purpose in life. That's my purpose out here on YouTube and Facebook and anywhere else I promote my business out here on social media. Welcome to the show. Moonchild's in the house on the YouTube side of things. She says, hi, Coach Eli and Lewis. Hey, Moonchild, how you doing? Welcome to the show. I don't know if you realized I went live late last night, which is what I'm trying to say, and had another dating experience. And when I came back from it, I decided to do a 2+ hour stream in the middle of the night, a late night with Coach Eli episode. I've been doing a bunch of late night with Coach Eli shows lately, and I actually enjoy doing those shows because, quite frankly, that's when I think the most clearly and think the best because there are no distractions typically in the middle of the night. So you can just focus on your message and, get things out there as, clearly and concise as possible. So anyway, before we get any further, let me make sure that the YouTube notification has gone out, and it has gone out. Let me also check out the back end of YouTube and make sure that that is rolling smoothly. And it looks like it is rolling smoothly. And once again tonight, we are simulcasting on Facebook. We have one person out there. I'm assuming that's my good buddy, Darren. Darren loves these shows, but let me make sure that the stream is rolling properly. Okay. Let me just get there real quick. Simulcasting. Okay. Give me a second here. Get there real quick. All right. Looks like we are rolling well. Now there's nobody on Facebook. That's okay. You stopped on by, you got bored, and you felt this wasn't worth your time, so you left, right? That's all right. Don't let those things get to you, folks. People are going to come and go. And if they're meant to come back and stick around, they will eventually find their way back. What I have noticed in life is that just because someone may not resonate with you or your message initially doesn't mean that down the road they're not going to fall in love with it. I think we all work the same way. I learned something while I was, running business networking events and my former insurance business, over the past 10 plus years through in-person networking. I learned that it typically takes at least 5 to 10 touches to get someone on board with your message. So the person that popped on in for about 10 or 20 seconds on Facebook, popped on in. They weren't feeling it for whatever reason, or maybe they had to go. But who knows? They might come back the next show and the following show. And then after that, they might just decide to stick around and, give me a little more time. And then my message might start resonating with them. You just never know, folks. And that's why one of the most important things to do to become successful at anything in life involves you being consistent. You got to be consistent and persistent, even during the bad times, even when you're not getting the results, because what you're not realizing is that you're setting yourself up for future results. You're allowing people to come to you at their own pace. And like I said, they may go back and forth for a little while, and then all of a sudden, they might become your biggest rating fan, right? Does that make sense? Moonshot says, I am good. I watched the replay when I woke up. It is negative 17 degrees where you're at. Is it negative 17 degrees Fahrenheit or Celsius? If it's negative 17 degrees Fahrenheit, that is freaking ice freezing cold. Interesting. We've got a soccer account in the chat saying, I am a troll. Eli, check your emails from Legacy. You can come on my panel. Well, I don't really know who you are. I can quickly check my email very, very easily. And, sir, I don't have any emails from you. If you sent me an email in the past and I had a bad experience with you, I probably blocked you. So if you would like to share in the chat what you'd like, what your purpose is, what you'd like from me, I'd be happy to address you right here live on the air. It's not a big deal. Tonight, I'm having a heart-to-heart. So it's you, Frank DeRosa Show. DeRosa, I'd be happy to have a brief conversation with you here live on the air, and I will decide whether I collaborate with you regarding anything from here on out. And I'm going to explain to you why, Frank DeRosa. And maybe that's you. Maybe it's Robert pretending to be you. I know that you've been talking about Robert lately, and you've been saying that you believe me. Apparently, I guess you emailed me. I wasn't quite sure if that was the real you, but maybe it is. I'm not quite sure. All right, DeRosa Show. I'll go ahead and unblock you right now. You can come back in on your regular account, and we can have a civil conversation. Because I know you have a monetized channel now, Frank, and maybe you're starting to take things a little more seriously and starting to see that I never did you wrong, Frank. I was always good to you. But you got caught up with this Dramasphere group of people, and you started having fun with them, and you started getting more traction with this Dramasphere, and now you're probably realizing that it's not sustainable long term, right, Frank? Yes, you are a part of the YouTube Partner Program. And Frank, did you delete your past few streams because you were fearing that you were going to get demonetized or get those streams removed? Because maybe you're beginning to realize that, when you run these drama crappy shows, talking about all the negative stuff and the hateful stuff, that's not what the YouTube Partner Program wants, right? So I'm assuming you deleted those streams and nobody took you down, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. But that's fine. I'll give you another chance, Frank. It's not a big deal. I just have to go to your channel and unblock you. If you give me a second, I'd be happy to do that. But just letting you know, Frank, I'm not in any games, man. I'm done with the drama. And if I smell even the slightest bit of drama or being set up, dude, I'm out. Just letting you know. It's all good. If you're being genuine, Frank, then that's fine. Hang on a second. All right, Frank, come in under your DeRosa Show account. I just unblocked you there, and we can have a conversation here. Because tonight I'm having a heart-to-heart, and I want to have a heart-to-heart regarding what everyone is going through, not only out here on YouTube, but in general life as well. And there are many people out there in this world that have been trying to accomplish something, whether it be on a personal or professional level, and they've tried and tried and tried, and they keep failing, and they give up because they feel that they failed so much that there's no victory in sight, right? And that's the furthest thing from the truth, because let me tell you something, folks. In some cases, you might fail 99 times before you become successful. And I'm here to tell you, folks, right out of the gate, that if you keep pushing forward, no matter how many times you fail, you will eventually get what you want. If you give up, you're basically giving up on yourself. You're giving up on your goals, your dreams, your aspirations. And, I was thinking about this last night after I finished my late night stream, after I came back from a date with a 31-year-old woman that, I thought was going to go well. I explained it thoroughly on that show. It was pretty interesting. If you need something to watch later tonight or tomorrow, feel free to go back and check out the replay. But let me know, honestly, you saw the replay, Moonchild. What did you think about that show from last night? It was pretty interesting, huh? It's just very interesting, how people are nowadays and how they go about, putting themselves out there to get what they want. And many people think they know what they want, but really don't know what they want until they're confronted with what they think they want right in front of their face. Just like with this woman last night. She thought she knew what she wanted. She thought she was ready for a commitment in the relationship. And then she saw me in person and boom, she's like, oh my gosh, he's really here. He's really an attractive guy. He's a good guy. He's everything he said he was, right? Showed up looking good, smelling good. Conversation was the same. But I just didn't feel it. Why? Because I really wasn't ready for it. I thought I was ready for it. But now that it's right in front of my face, I realized I'm not ready for it. And that's okay. If you're not ready for something in life, you have to identify that and, don't try to accomplish something that you feel you're not ready for just because it's going to make you feel good and you're going to get that validation that you feel you need to feel good about yourself. A lot of women will do that, especially younger women in their 20s and 30s. They're career focused and they don't really have time for a relationship, but they want to know that they still have it and they can still attract guys until they're ready to actually put themselves out there. But they also realize that, hey, if we tell guys that we're not ready to date, we just want to be friends, no one will talk with us, no one will validate us, right? And that's what I feel happened, with this woman. So that's, part of my heart to heart tonight. And I went in great detail regarding, what happened with this woman on that show last night. But I was thinking about this after that show. I took an Epsom salt bath and then I went to bed very late early this morning. And I didn't get up until early afternoon because I was working late. Sometimes as an entrepreneur, you're going to do that. Moonchild says, interesting. Sounds like she got cold feet. I don't think she got cold feet, Moonchild. I just don't think she was ready for a relationship. Thank you for loving the background as well, Moonchild. I think she was just seeking validation. She's been on Match.com for a little over a year, since last February of 2020, right? She's a cute woman, very intelligent, comes from a good family, both parents still in the picture. Very outgoing, more introverted, but an outgoing introvert. And she got this new job and she's just focused on it right now. And I think, in all honesty, she is just looking to see if she's got it or not. It's a validation seeking type of thing, which is pretty much, it's normal for women to seek validation. It's not normal for men to seek validation. But even though it's normal for her to seek validation, it can waste a good man's time like mine if I don't pick up on that and invest too much time in a woman like this. Had I done things differently and not been as upfront with her, maybe she would have hung out with me some more, but it would have been for the wrong reasons. It would have been more like a, friend type of thing, to hang out and just, have like an activity partner. And I already have an activity partner. I don't need a second one, right? I'm looking for somebody that's ready to, start a relationship and move forward. American Dream 1.5 with the $5 super chat. American Dream, thank you so much. American Dream, I'm glad you're here. I have a couple of questions to ask you. I'm just curious to know. Dude, I appreciate everything you've done. I think you're a good dude. And I saw a clip of you doing a live stream. I don't know when it was. I saw a clip of you doing a live stream with GLM. And you guys were talking about me. And you were asking, why do people not like me? And GLM said, nobody likes him. And actually, GLM was in my chat a few days ago when I was talking about this as well. And she even gave me a $4.99 super chat. I appreciate that, GLM. You didn't have to do that. But I told her, and I told her this, and I'll tell you the same thing. I said, you're right to a certain extent, GLM. There's a group of people out here that don't like me, and that's the drama sphere. These are people that are immature, insecure, mentally and emotionally unstable people that aren't the right audience for me anyway. So whether they like me or not is irrelevant to me, right? I feel bad for these people because they have a lot of issues that they need to work through, right? But I would expect nothing besides these people not liking me in the mental and emotional state that they're in. Does that make sense to you, sir? And I have a lot of respect for you, dude, and you don't need to keep donating. I love you like a brother regardless. But I just wanted to clarify that for you because you've been donating money to this show, and I appreciate it, and I don't expect it, and you don't have to do it. But I always just wonder, why would people donate to the show and then, try to talk some smack, right? God loves me. If that's the real God loves me, can you message me on Hangouts and let me know that's you before I ban that account? Because if not, I'm going to assume it's Robert the Troll, and I will ban that account. So GLM, if you can send me a message on Hangouts and let me know that it's you, you can stay in chat. That's not a problem. Did you change your name from Ruth Moab or whatever it is? Anyway, so I was thinking after all right, thanks. It's really her. It's sad to me that you can't trust people out here on YouTube when they pop in your chat saying they're somebody and they could be somebody else, like Robert the Troll, who likes to duplicate many accounts. And now, not having the go-to channel feature in the chat, unless you have the Chrome extension like I have, is not going to allow you to check out those channels, right? So I appreciate that. Thank you so much for being here. But I was thinking, last night, after my late night stream, what's really happening here? Oh, wow. Thank you so much, GLM, for the $4.99 super sticker. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. You folks are really touching me lately. And I mean that in a very good and humble way. Wow. Just take a moment and soak that in. It's interesting to me that I got two super chats, one for $4.99, one for $5, and it only shows $5 in chat revenue on the YouTube backend. Maybe it hasn't updated yet, but that's not a big deal. Thank you again, GLN, for the $4.99 super sticker. DeRosa, on your main channel, you are not... Oh, DeRosa, you know what? I think I have you blocked through Nightbot. I have such tight security on this channel, DeRosa, that even when I unblock you on YouTube, I have to go and unblock you from Nightbot. It's sad. I've had to bulletproof this channel. I even had to go as far as make it members only chat for a while, but that was hurting my growth. So I turned that around. But give me a second, DeRosa. I'm glad you made me aware of that, because there you are. Okay. Nightbot's good, I gotta tell you. Nightbot will keep you blocked even if you're unblocked on YouTube, if you have that feature set through Nightbot. All right, DeRosa, try to come in on your regular channel now. You should be good to go. I unblocked you from Nightbot as well. American Dream 1.5 says it is difficult to trust people who we don't have a legitimate platform. Mine is more humor and entertainment. Yours is a self-help, constructive platform. Please, other people are counterproductive. Yeah, I hear you, dude. I hear you, man. And God Loves Me says, Dream has a hold on his bank account. I spent too much of his money today. There are limits. It will go through tomorrow. I'm not concerned about that. I am a troll with a $10 super chat. Oh my gosh. Are you serious, Frank? Oh my God. Now it updated. Now it says I have $19.99 in chat revenue on the back end. It tells you that in studio. I'm grateful and thankful for the super chats and the super stickers, folks. I appreciate that. But it's very distracting to my show, I'll be honest with you. It's not about the money for me. It's about being grateful and thankful for everything. But thank you, DeRosa, for the $10 super sticker saying thank you. American Dream 1.5 says, I see your potential and you are focused. The other people, maybe not so much. They're more opportunistic. You're right. They're opportunists, American Dream, because they feel that they're not capable of growing something legitimately. I made $300 on my first monetized stream. Well, congratulations on that, Frank. I'll give you a big, huge round of applause for that, bro. Congratulations, Frank. And listen, DeRosa, take care of that channel, dude, because lots of people that we've been associated with have been removed from the YouTube Partner Program or even had their channels shut down. You can make something out of yourself, Frank, as well, too, because when I first met you, you were a good guy talking a lot of good self-help stuff, and that's what attracted me to your channel, man. That's why I connected with you. Yes, I met you through the Growth Stream community, but I really liked what you had to say. I really did. God Loves Me says, Dream is involved in a pyramid scheme. If he asks you to go to the informational meeting, don't go. Listen, GLM, I know you're messing around, and that's fine. It's all good. You got to have a little fun, right? But I know about every single pyramid scheme known to man and womankind. I used to network in person to grow my insurance business. And these people tried to sell me anything and everything under the sun. And that's when I put my foot down and said, look, these business networking events with other entrepreneurs are not to try to sell each other our products. They're about networking, collaborating, and creating a referral base, right? So trust me. And I did join a few of them that I thought would be good and to try to support good people that I met through networking. But a lot of these really don't work. And GLM, look, I know the area you're in. I'm not going to mention it. Most people know. I used to do a lot of networking in your area. It's not the Bay Area, but I used to do a lot of networking in your area. And that area where you live is actually a really big business networking market. At least it used to be, because there are not as many jobs as in the Bay Area there. So there are a lot more entrepreneurs where you live. So I used to come out to your area literally 2-3 times a month for different networking events. And a lot of these people were running MLM, multi-level marketing, network marketing, pyramid schemes, like some people call them, right? Dream, you are not pulling a fast one on Eli with your pyramid scheme. What's he selling? What's he selling? I'm curious to know, GLM, what is he selling? If he's even selling anything, or are you just jerking our chain? That's all right. You got to have fun, right? I get it. So last night I was, last night after my stream ended in the middle of the night, it was a little over 2 hours. I went and took an Epsom salt bath. I couldn't sleep. I know, GLM, listen, I'm not a bad guy. I'm not coming after you, and you're not. I know we're not coming after each other. But listen, GLM, it's all good. It's all good. I'm not concerned about it. I'm not trying to figure out where you live or say I know where you live to try to cause harm, but I know we're having fun. I'm having a conversation with you legitimately. Is that okay? Ma'am? It's all good. I'm trying to relate to you, which is the best way to connect with your audience, right? That's all good. Amway's been around forever. There was a huge group of Amway people that I met, while networking, especially in the area where you supposedly live, GLM. Let's just put it that way, okay? GLM, I'm not looking to swat you or stalk you or anything, GLM. I'm not like those crazy people, but I knew a lot of people in your area that were doing Amway, and it was a pretty big group of people. And they had a lot of great events. But the bottom line is this: the person at the top makes the most money and the people at the bottom don't make as much, right? That's just the way it works. That's why people call them a pyramid scheme, right? American Dream says, GLM, you're silly but cute. Okay. So Solano County is still the Bay, bro. Well, Solano County, yeah, you can technically consider it the Bay Area. I like to consider Solano County, Fairfield, and Vacaville, and that area like the middle between the Bay Area and the Sacramento area. I actually like Solano County. There are a bunch of cool places to go out there, some cool parks. Some of them are getting renovated because they're in pretty bad shape, but there are some cool things to do out there. Texas Roadhouse is out there. I like Texas Roadhouse. Pretty good restaurant. Is it Texas Roadhouse or no? What the heck is that restaurant off of I-80? I can't remember. I think it is Texas Roadhouse. If I remember correctly. I can't remember. LOL, Dream is in a car outside of my house. He's been out there for 3 days. GLM, like, are you seeking validation or what's going on with that? Well, anyway, so, last night after I'm trying to get the story here, and this is very distracting. I went to take an Epsom salt bath after my late night stream, after I came back from a date with a 31-year-old woman that ended up not going the way I thought it would go. All right, it is what it is, right? And that's the Bay, bro. 707 all day. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm not questioning it. Not questioning it. And I was just thinking, what are people really struggling with? Why are people not accomplishing what they want to accomplish out here on YouTube or in the dating world or in the business world or whatever it is they're trying to accomplish? Yeah, Texas Roadhouse is there. Yeah, I like that place. It's in Fairfield. Yeah, I've been there many times. Many times. Good place, but before COVID, long wait, but well worth the wait. Very fattening food, but good food. Good food, great drinks, great desserts. GLM says, no seeking validation, I'm only projecting. Well, that'd be normal, GLM, because you're a woman, right? It's okay for women to be a little emotional, right, GLM? It's all good. And I was just thinking, where's the issue here? And it all boiled down to this. This world has gone from an in-person world to social media. And people are coming out to social media seeking validation and making it a popularity contest. I started to realize that's how a lot of people are blowing up and gaining traction very fast. But is that the right way to do it? And is it sustainable long term? That's why you see all these people, they do certain things to gain popularity. They make it a popularity contest rather than focus on their own message. And they blow up quick, but next thing you know, 6 months, a year, 2 or 3 down the road, they go from here down to here, right? So what's the right way to do it? The right way to do it is to focus on your purpose and what you enjoy doing, which is probably not going to get you a lot of traction right away. But if you stick to it and keep moving forward like I do, you're eventually going to get there. You're eventually going to reach success. Just like with dating. Like I mentioned earlier, you can go on, let's say you go on 99 dates with a woman as a man, or you go on 99 dates as a man with a woman. Okay? On the flip side, both sides. And they don't work out. The first 99 don't work out. And you say, you know what? I'm done. I'm throwing in the towel. I'm never going to ask another man or woman out again. I'm done, right? What if you tried one more time that 100th person was the man or woman of your dreams? Not everyone is meant to be together. Not everything is meant to work out. And a lot of times in life, you're going to go through many more losses than victories. It doesn't mean you're never going to get there. You know what, GLM? When you said women are emotional beings, YouTube held that for a review. Why the heck would you hold that for a review, YouTube, when someone says women are emotional beings? That's a fact. That's a biological fact, YouTube. I'm a little triggered right now because YouTube's algorithm held that message that GLM said for review. Women are emotional beings. American Dream says, I'm going through a transition from being in relationship to being single again. It's complicated. It's confusing. American Dream, you sent me your story privately in an email several weeks ago, and I'm not going to talk about that here unless you bring it up. Whatever you talk about in the chat, I'd be happy to respond to. And I've been willing to talk with you anytime you want, bro, as a friend. I'm not here to life coach you or anything. I want to help you. I want to help people out. I want to help you get through this, man. And I understand. What you're going through. And a lot of my friends have gone through it. I've seen a lot of people out here on YouTube go through it. It's not easy. It's definitely not easy. Dream is going through the transition. My friend Paul went through the transition, and we now call him Jennifer. Well, it's not that transition, GLM. He's getting a divorce. You know that. American Dream 1.5 says, I've been with the same lady for 15 years and I'm out of practice, so I'm looking for my personal pathway towards success. Let me say something to you, American Dream. Are you legally separated or are you just separated? You have a divorce pending, but are you legally separated? Everything's been filed and you're legally separated, right? GLM says it's hate speech against emotional women. Saying that women are emotional beings is hate speech against emotional women when all women are emotional beings, biologically. Maybe when you put the word woman in, YouTube just automatically holds it for review, right? Especially on the male channel, right? American Dream, if you're legally separated, I mean, my advice would be to wait to put yourself back out there until you're divorced and divorce is finalized. But a lot of people don't do that. And sometimes the process can be pretty lengthy, especially if there's a settlement involved. I know you're kidding, GLM. I get it. But as long as you're legally separated and you've had enough time to work through the emotional pain and you're ready to give somebody else a fair chance, I would put yourself back out there and, go on some dates. And to be quite honest with you, dude, even if you're not fully ready, put yourself back out there, and that way you get back into the swing of things. But if you're going to put yourself back out there, when you talk with these women, let them know this is your situation. You're looking to take things slow. You're not expecting anything. Maybe you'll find a woman in a similar situation, and it'll just take your mind off of things. But just putting yourself back out there, dude, I know it's not easy. It's going to make you feel better about yourself. You're going to start to rebuild your confidence and rebuild, everything you feel that you may have lost in your marriage, which, quite honestly, dude, you didn't lose anything. It just didn't work out, but I understand how it feels. You know what I mean? Dream told you he was marrying you. GLM, are you going to have any more kids, or have you closed the system down? I'm not trying to be weird or rude by asking that. I'm just saying, are you still able to have kids, GLM, or has the system been closed permanently? You're 36 years old, I believe. You should still be, able to have children, at least for the next 3 to 4 years, and maybe even into your 40s, but a lot of women don't want to have kids in their 40s. Anyway, so yeah, I was thinking after that stream last night and taking my Epsom salt bath, and realized that more so people are using social media as a popularity contest. And it's not the right way to look at it. If you want to build something and grow something that's going to be sustainable long term, it's got to be something you really enjoy and something that you want to do just because it makes you feel good, not because you want to try to become popular. I never started this channel or started this coaching business to try and become popular. This is not about a popularity contest for me. Not to be honest with you, you need to build an audience in order to make anything sustainable. I get that. But again, I'm not looking to make this a popularity contest. There are other people out here on YouTube and social media that become popular because they're very attractive and revealing, whether you're a male or a female, right? And you know what? Your looks are only going to get you so far. Your looks may get you in the door, but how are you going to keep people, hanging around, right? You could be this sexy, attractive woman running a YouTube channel, and if all you're doing on that channel is just showing off your beauty and not sharing anything mentally and emotionally for us to connect with and relate to, we're not going to stick around, right? Sounds like Dream needs a life coach. Hang on a second here. How many menopausal women are in their 30s? There are some, but it's less likely, GLM. Some women do go through menopause in their 30s. I've even known a couple of them. But typically, most women don't reach menopause until their late 40s, early 50s. Regardless, GLM, you being a woman, understand that as you get closer to 40, the probability of pregnancy is less. There are fewer eggs, right? So, there's a less chance of getting pregnant. It starts to decline rapidly after a woman turns 35. And GLM, I'm not saying you're old. GLM, I'm 11 years older than you. So I'm not saying you're old, but you've passed that 35 threshold. You still have some good years if you want another kid, but each year that you wait, it's going to start to decline more, right? I know you don't need a lesson on biology, GLM. You know how it works. I was just curious to know, GLM, in all seriousness, would you want to have another kid if you found a guy that you could have another kid with and actually have a life with? Like, do you want to find someone to settle down with? Or are you just done with that? Are you more about the casual thing? Like, I'm just curious to get to know, who you are, because you are a God-loving woman, like you said. And I'm assuming that, you would want to live your life in the way the Lord meant for everyone to live our lives, which is what I'm trying to say, right? I was thinking about getting a baby lizard. All right. I'm seriously getting distracted by all these messages. And I got a little more to share here. But what I'm going to do, before I come back and give a few examples, and I'm going to be really real with you folks. And I'm going to also talk about my moderator crew on the YouTube side of things, because there are some people that are wondering why their channels aren't growing. One person in particular who I love to death, he's like a brother I never had. That's Will, aka Furious Reactor Gaming, and he's asked. I had him on my show a couple days ago, but I'm going to share a little bit more about his situation, because I was thinking about it. He's a gamer, and he's wondering what happened to his audience and why is he not getting more views. And Will, if you're watching live or if you check out this replay, listen to this, bro, with lots of love and no disrespect. I think if you make this one tweak, dude, I think your channel will take off like a rocket. And I'll share more about that when I get back. I'm going to share some more examples and be real with people regarding, why people aren't getting where they want to get to. I want to have that heart-to-heart with you folks. I want to be able to help you get what you want. So give me just a second here. First of all, I am 29, and next year I will be 29. It's all good. Then I am 32, GLM. That's great. That's great. Most women don't believe I'm 47 when I meet them anyway. I show them my ID and shit, yeah, you're 47. I am. I'm 47 years old. I take good care of myself, and I try to do the best I can. I found that it's best to keep my private life private. I get it, and I respect that, GLM, and I'm not trying to get all public here with you. It's just that, hey, I'm a real person. I like talking about real life experiences. And that's part of what makes me happy doing what I do, is to share my personal life with people, which is why I brought my ex-girlfriend on my former channel, before I realized that the trolls, including Robert and the rest of them, are going to attack her. Robert, JB, Jamie, these other people that we used to be associated with, no more. They started to troll her. So yes, to a certain extent, I've actually tightened things up a little bit too. And any other woman that comes into my life will more than likely never come on my YouTube channel and never hit my social media, because once people find out about her, they're going to attack her to try to kick me down. It's just sad. It's just sad how some people are and how immature and insecure some people are. So I get it. I don't blame you, GLM, for keeping it private. But I'm going to queue up some royalty-free YouTube music. By the way, GLM, I know you said you got the iPhone 12 when it came out. And before I got the iPhone 12 Pro Max that came out a few weeks after that, how's your iPhone 12 running? Pretty good phone, huh? Pretty freaking fast phone. I got to tell you, this iPhone 12 Pro Max, one of the best phones that I've ever had. It's a beautiful phone. It's an absolutely beautiful phone. And, I've got this spec clear case on it, and I've got a screen protector on top of the actual screen. But I've seen some YouTubers that review tech products, review the iPhone 12 Pro Max. They would drop it, from head height down, and the screen didn't crack on the front or the back. So it's pretty durable, even without, the clear spec case and the screen protector. But when you're spending $1,400 on the phone, I got the one with 512 gigabytes of memory. I got top of the line everything. You want to spend the extra money and protect this thing as best as possible. I want this thing to last me at least 3 or 4 years. So she has a question to ask me. Sorry, I'm back. I had a treatment I had to address real quick, but I learned from others' experiences. Okay, American Dream, thank you. GLM said I have a question. What do you think about the channel name Poon Handler? Don't you think that he is trying a little bit too hard to convince people that women are interested? I'll share my thoughts about that when I get back. I don't know a lot about that guy. I don't follow a lot of these channels that much anymore, GLM. Every so often I'll pop into the Millennials channel or someone else's channel just for poops and giggles. I'm trying not to swear because the monetization is less when you swear. So I'm not trying to be a square. It's just the algorithm, right? But I have heard a little bit about this guy, and look, I don't want to talk smack, but I'll share my thoughts when I get back. Why anyone would create a channel named Poon Handler. I'm sure you know which way it's going to go, but stick around. I'll share my thoughts. All right, let me cue up some royalty-free YouTube music here. Give me just a second here. Got 2. Let me see here. And just need one more. Let's see here. All right, folks, I'm going to step away for a 5 to 7 or 8 minute break. When we return, I will be answering GLM's questions. If you have any other questions regarding your business or personal needs, put them in the chat. And then I will also be addressing why some people are struggling to accomplish what they want to accomplish and what they can do a little differently by tweaking things that would get them where they want to get to. I'm going to keep it real and raw, so don't get upset. I'm just here to help you folks, okay? So stick around, stick around, stick around. We'll be right back. Yeah, we're back, American Dream. Thank you for the $1 super chat. Thank you. Big round of applause for you, brother. Yeah. Woo. Hey, I'm going to answer your questions, American Dream. Look, dude, I'm going to help you. Even through this stream, I will help you. Trust me, dude. It's very simple, dude. It's very simple. The song is called Coffee Stains by Riot from the YouTube audio library. Yeah. Yeah. Poof, welcome back like magic, right, Moonchild? Everyone tells me I look the same. You probably take care of yourself, Moonchild. Moonchild, if it's not too personal, like, are you in your 30s, 40s, 50s? Like, if it's not too personal, how old are you? If it's too personal, I get it. For you ladies, age is something you never want to talk about, huh? I get it. It's all good. Anyway, welcome back to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, live here on YouTube, and also once again simulcasting live on Facebook. Glad you could all join me here tonight on this amazing Saturday evening, February 6, 2021. You're in your 40s, okay, so you're in my neck of the woods. It's all good. Are you proud to be 40 in your 40s? Thank you, Coach Eli. This is American Dream. It is 11:19 p.m. Eastern Time, 8:19 p.m. Pacific Time, and while some people are hanging over on a millennial Dramasphere channel that will never leave the drama because this person feels like without drama he can't sustain anything, which is not true. Another thing we'll talk about in a little bit. Other people are here and they're having a good time, and we're talking about real stuff, and we're really helping people, and that's what I'm all about. I'm all about helping people boost their confidence and get what they want. And there are a lot of good people in this world that have been through a lot, even men that are supposed to be very strong, and it affects our emotions. I get it, American Dream. Listen, dude, I try to be, as much of a rock as I can possibly be, but I have my moments. When my ex, Dana, broke it off with me, partially because of what happened out here on YouTube on my former channel, I had a meltdown online, but I put it publicly because I didn't care. And that video is still out there to this day by some other creators. I have it uploaded on my Coach Eli Classics channel. It's not public, but I actually played the entire thing publicly on a reminiscing stream I did a few days ago. And I owned it, bro. And I'm not ashamed of it. And you shouldn't be ashamed of what you've been through. You should learn from what you've been through and become stronger due to what you've been through, and then move forward and continue going after, what you want, man. DeRosa is blocked. Let me check. Thank you, DeRosa, for the $10 Cash App, I believe. DeRosa, you didn't have to do that, bro. You could have just put a message in the chat. I appreciate it. I believe it was a Cash App. I'm a channel member? What? You're a channel member under your DeRosa show? Are you serious? Because I can't see you. Let me go to the back end, DeRosa. Let me see what's going on here. Oh my God. Give me a second. Yes, you are. Yes, you are, DeRosa. And I appreciate that. Thank you. Let me go back to Nightbot real quick and see. I thought I had you on block there. But let me see what else is being blocked. Let me see here. Why is it still blocked? Oh, you know what? It may be one other area. Give me 1 second. I think I know what's going on. I'm going to have to go into the Google blocking aspect of it. Manage your Google account. Security. Sorry, folks. Give me a second here. I got to take care of this. No blocked users. No users currently blocked. Okay. Let me go one more time to your DeRosa Show channel. I can do this through the link in the monetization section where it shows you there. No, it doesn't show you being blocked, DeRosa. Now, DeRosa, here's the thing, DeRosa, if you blocked me, that would be a reason why you probably can't type in the chat. So why don't you try that? Do this. Let me have you. I'm going to put it in the chat, DeRosa, even though you're already on my channel. Go to my channel there, go to the About section, and make sure you don't have me blocked, because I honestly I have you unblocked on YouTube. You're not blocked on the Google side of things, and you're not blocked on Nightbot. And I see you in the back end as a channel member. But check that out, because that's the only thing left, Frank. If you have me, maybe you blocked me too. You probably did. Unblock me and you should be all good to go. If that doesn't work, Frank, I'll look into it after the show, because I've done everything I can that I know. I'll have to do some further research, but I think that's going to fix the issue there. Again, thank you, American Dream, for the $1 super chat. American Dream. Here's the thing. Let me share a couple stories with you guys here, okay, and gals, that will probably help you, American Dream, heart to heart, okay. And I'm not saying I'm all that, because even Frank's been able to get some younger women. And it's not about, for me, it's not about getting a younger woman to say, I'm a 47-year-old man and I can get a 31-year-old woman, right? I'm the man, I'm the stud. It's not about that. It's about your confidence. It's about how well you take care of yourself. Like for me, I work out regularly. I go hiking all the time. I keep myself in good shape, which helps not only keep me more healthy, but it helps me look younger, right? Additionally, I do something I get scrutinized for by some trolls, but I don't care. I don't have a whole lot of gray. I do have some, but I shave my head because I don't have the greatest head of hair. So I shave my head. I wear some nice hats. I don't mind going bald, but I love just wearing hats, right? And I'm happy with that. And I grow a beard in lieu of having a full head of hair. And I have a little bit of gray. So what do? I use Just for Men. It's like a medium brown, which is the perfect color of my hair. It not only covers up most of the gray, but what it does is it makes my beard softer. Because before I started doing that, I would get complaints from women that my beard's too scratchy, right? And you kiss a woman and you scrape up against her face, like the abrasive back end of a sponge. It's not fun for them, right? But ever since I started using Just for Men about 4 years ago or so, even going back to the days of my girlfriend, my ex-girlfriend Dana, she goes, "Your beard's very soft and it's sexy and this and that," right? So it's all about taking care of yourself first and foremost. So here's the thing, and I'm not criticizing you, American Dream, or anyone else. If you're happy with the way you are, if you have a few extra pounds and you're happy, be you. If you want to get in a little bit of better shape and start doing some things that will not only make you more healthy, but make you more physically appealing to the opposite sex. Because like I said, I was able to go on a date and I was talking with a 31-year-old woman, 16 years younger than me. And she was attracted to me. And I firmly believe that. It didn't work out for other reasons. I explained that on my stream late last night. Check it out if you'd like. But here's the thing. I'm 47 and a 31-year-old woman went on a date with me, and she really wanted to get to know me. Despite the fact it didn't work out, she was interested in getting to know me, and she was attracted enough to my pictures and my profile and talking on the phone to get to know me. But that wasn't the only thing that got me to date American Dream. It's my confidence in how I spoke with her. You see, when you're talking with women nowadays, okay, there are many different ways you can approach women. You could be an arrogant, pompous ass, or you can be a big freaking sissy. I'm trying to be polite so I don't trigger the YouTube algorithm to demonetize me, right? So you know what I'm saying. You can't be a big sissy, but you can't be an arrogant, pompous ass. You got to be somewhere in the middle. You got to be a good guy, not a nice guy or really nice guy. Be nice, but be a good guy. Don't be a sissy, but don't be a jerk either. Be cocky, playful, funny. Be kind of like the male version of GLM. You see, GLM is playful and funny and does all those jokes, right? As a dude, that's the way you need to be. Because let's take GLM, for example. GLM, with no disrespect, you've been around the block. I'm not saying that in a negative way. You've dated, we've all dated, right? You've experienced men, right? You've met men that are confident and cool to be around. You've also met men that are weaker than you, right? And that turns you off, right? Because you know you can step all over them. You're stronger than them. And see, here's the thing. This is the biggest thing I want you to remember, American Dream. If a woman perceives you to be emotionally weaker than her, okay? If a woman perceives you to be weaker than her, then you're friend zoned automatically. You're done. So you got to come off in a way where you're a man, you're being a good man, you're the leader, but you're not trying to be controlling. Don't be controlling. Don't be arrogant. Don't be pushy. Just set boundaries for yourself and say, I'm a man. And show the woman that you're a man by your demeanor. And if a woman is talking with you and asks you something and you disagree, tell her you disagree. Don't agree with her just to be compliant, because that's another big turnoff to women. Does that make sense? Whisker burn, ouchie. Yeah, that sucks, doesn't it? Yeah, have you ever made out with a man moonchild with whiskers and it burns your face, right? See, with Eli, that wouldn't be a problem. Even at 47 years old, I use Just for Men. It softens my beard. And it also makes it look good. It helps make me look a little bit younger. Okay? Listen, anyone that comes at me saying, oh, yeah, you dye your beard, you use Just for Men. Well, I can come back to you ladies that are in your 50s that dye your hair. Women in their 30s and 20s dye their hair. Women do so many more artificial things even at younger ages. Makeup, coloring their hair, nails, etc. Right? So why can't men color their beards, right? Especially at 47 years old, right? But it's all about how you come off, American Dream. It's how you see yourself. If a woman smells that you're weaker than her, if she feels like, you're not in a good place emotionally, if you're not over your ex, like some guys will start dating a woman, a new woman too soon after a breakup or a divorce, and they're still emotionally attached to their ex. A woman's going to spot that, and you're going to be behaving in a way that's going to come off very unattractive. So you got to work through your stuff first, and you got to go into meeting a new woman with confidence. And you got to go into it, with the attitude, hey, if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And if it doesn't work out, it's her loss, not yours. You don't tell her that, but deep within, you think that, right? You put yourself into that mind frame. You have that attitude, right? American Dream 1.5 says, yes, that makes sense. So, dude, listen, I've seen some of your streams, and you know what? You're a good dude, and you've got good presence. You just got to get back into the swing of things, dude. You've got it. I understand when you've been with someone for, what was it, like 15 years or so? You're used to that, dude. I get it. I was with my ex for almost 2 years, and it sucked for many months after the breakup. But I said, screw it. You know what? Didn't work out for whatever reason. I learned from it. I rebuilt myself. I regained my confidence. I put myself back out there. And now I'm fine. Have I found someone yet? No, but I've been on some dates, and hey, you know what? I'm just, having a good time meeting people and seeing where it goes. And when that right one comes around, she'll come around. Another story before I get to the story I was going to share regarding my moderator, Will, aka Furious Reactor Gaming, wondering why his channel's not growing as a gaming channel. I got some tips for you, Will, and for other people that are gamers or other YouTubers that aren't, getting the traction. There is a reason for it. It's one simple fix. So stick around for that. He goes, "You're right, Coach." And then he said, I'd be happy with a woman slightly younger, but who understands my personality and psychology. I wouldn't let age be a factor, bro. Even if she's a few years older than you, there are a lot of women that are in their 40s and 50s, even early 60s, that are in great shape and look better than younger women. Dude, put yourself on Match.com and take a look at what's out there, dude. There are a lot of single women out there, begging for real men to find them. And when I say real men that aren't acting like women. I'll give you another example here before I get to the Will story. Today, because I've been on Match.com for a while. I'm still on there. I'm active. A woman responded to my message I sent her. And we started talking, and she said she really liked my profile, and we started chatting back and forth throughout the day through Match.com, and we're actually going to talk by phone later tonight. And she goes, I go, "Okay, what do you seem excited. That's great. Like, what is it about my profile that gets to you, or what do you like about me so far?" I wasn't seeking validation. I was just asking. I was just kind of surprised. Like, she was really being playful and fun, and I'm like, this is cool, right? She goes, "I like the fact that I wouldn't feel like I would have to be the man in the relationship if I was with you." And I put the smiley emoji, and I'm laughing. I'm like, this chick gets it, right? Most women do, most guys don't. This is the problem with men. Men don't realize that if the woman perceives herself to be stronger than you, or if she feels like she's wearing the pants, whether she thinks she wants to wear the pants or not, she doesn't want to. If a woman feels that she has to be the leader in the relationship, it's not going to work out. Now, for me, okay, yes, I am the leader. I'm the man. But I don't disrespect my woman. I respect my woman at an equal level, right? And I tell any woman I'm with, yes, I'm a man, you're a woman. And, I can lead and get things going, right? But I also want to run things through you because I want to take your thoughts and feelings into consideration. And that's being a man. A man is not only being a good leader, a man that's with a woman he cares for is going to say, "Hey, babe, what are you doing this weekend?" "I'm free, babe. What do you have in mind?" Right? "Well, babe, I was thinking about going away for the weekend." And I would first make a suggestion, right? I wouldn't say, "Babe, we're going here," right? Maybe sometimes I'd say I'd surprise her. But most of the time I'd say, "Babe, I'm thinking about, getting us a nice room in North Shore Lake Tahoe and going up to the Tahoe area and doing some hiking and maybe going to the casinos and eating at the nice restaurants. How does that sound to you?" And she'd more than likely say, "Oh, that sounds great, babe. I would love to go." Wow, cool. Unless you have a better idea, babe, you tell me, right? See, you're taking her thoughts and feelings into consideration, but you're also being a man, being the leader, and you're making the suggestion. Okay, you don't want to force it on her, but you also want to be the man and make the suggestion. You are the one to get the ball rolling, and then you get her involved and make her feel like it's her idea. Because with women, the moment it stops being their idea to want to be with you, it's over, dude. That's where the problem is at. So you gotta do things in a way, naturally, because you love her and care for her, that make her feel like you're taking her thoughts and feelings into consideration. And as long as she reciprocates, she doesn't have to reciprocate by doing the same thing. Like, my ex would take me away on some trips every now and then, but I didn't expect that. But how would she reciprocate? Sometimes she would cook me dinner. She was always very affectionate, which is which is what guys really want. Let's be real. That's what guys really want. If we're getting the loving, we're all good, right? Because once the loving stops, then there's nothing really there, right? So does that make sense to you, American Dream? And I'll keep helping you, bro. If you want to talk privately sometime, let me know. But dude, heart to heart, friend to friend, just put yourself out there, dude. Start talking to other people and love yourself. Be confident. Don't think that you're not good enough for a woman just because you may perceive her to be more attractive than you or you're out of practice, dude. Look, just be you. Be yourself. Okay? Be cool. And dude, get on a dating site and message a bunch of women, hundreds of them. Because look, you're not going to get a lot of responses, and you're only going to get responses if you message a ton of them, because not every woman's going to be attracted to the way you look, even if you're the greatest looking guy. Not everyone's attracted to me, but there are plenty that are. In order to find them, you got to put yourself out there. And you got to put yourself out there by messaging a lot of women. And you might say, well, what about meeting people in person? Well, you can still meet people in person, but it's a lot more difficult nowadays because of COVID. But even before COVID, the dating world's more so gone online. So get yourself a Match.com profile and, get a 3-month membership and message 50 to 100 women per day. Come up with a canned message that sounds not canned, because you're not going to write individual messages to 100 women, and send and check out the pictures and profiles and send 100 messages, 50, 100 messages per day. You're going to get 5 or 10 responses. Out of those 5 or 10 responses, you're going to have maybe 2 or 3 you're going to talk to on the phone. And out of those 2 or 3 you talk to on the phone, you may meet one and it may work out. And if it doesn't work out, then you come back and message 100 more women and start the process over and over again until you find one that's going to stick around and work for you. And it's going to work for her as well. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Let me know if that makes sense to you. Frank, are you unblocked? Can you actually chat now? We've got 2 people on Facebook. Why don't you say hello and introduce yourselves? We're going to be going off the air in about 10 minutes, folks, so get your questions in right now. Let me just talk about this as a final thing. I'm going to use Will, a.k.a. Furious Reactor Game, as an example. But this can work for anyone that's running a YouTube channel or any type of entertainment type of business, or doing a podcast or doing a video. But especially for gamers out there. There are a lot of gamers out there that are trying to become a successful, famous gamer on YouTube, on Twitch, or any other platform that allows, live streaming for gaming, right? Or live streaming in general. Like, I'm not a gamer, but I still live stream. And Will's like, why am I not getting the traction? I do cool games, and I used to get an audience, but I don't get that big of an audience anymore. Will, I'm going to ask you, and I'm not telling you. You know me. I love you like a brother. I want you to succeed. I really want you to become successful. All you have to do is one thing, and you're not doing it. You know why? Because even if I don't chat in your chats, I'm on your streams, or I'll watch the replay. Because I care about people and I want to help them, especially my moderators that are supporting me. I support you whether I'm there live or not. I will catch the replays, okay? And this is the one thing that you can change that will separate you from the rest. Start talking more and sharing stories. Share your personal stories of your daily chronicles of life, or other stories that you want to share while you're gaming. Because what I notice when you're live on the air, Will, you do a lot of pausing and you're playing the game, and every so often you'll say, hey, welcome to the chat. Right? Then 2 minutes later, oh, hey, Eli, how you doing, right? Let me tell you, dude, no disrespect. I'm not attacking you. I love you like a brother. I'm being honest. Your games are awesome. You're a cool person. But let me tell you something. When you have dead air and you don't share stories, it becomes extremely freaking boring and people will tune out. So, I'm not saying your streams are boring. Don't take it out of context. I want you to be successful. What I'm saying is that spice it up and continuously talk in that mic while you're gaming. Tell people what you did today, how your day went. Share with people a little bit more about your experiences on YouTube or your family life or whatever, dude. Sharing stories is the number one way to engage an audience and to emotionally connect with that audience. That's my biggest advice there. American Dream says, yes, thank you, Coach Eli. You're welcome, bro. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And that's part of my heart-to-heart here tonight is don't be afraid to share your stories and share, more about who you are. The more you can share about you, now don't share too much to the point of where people are going to dox you and attack you, right? But I'll tell you what the number one thing that resonates for me is it's hearing people's stories and connecting with them emotionally. Even if I'm a man watching another man stream, I want to learn about who you are. Yes, I'm enjoying watching you destroy everything on whatever game you're playing. That's cool. And the sounds and the VR and all that is great, dude. The 3D, whatever, right? It's great, right? But why should I watch your stream when someone else is streaming the same game and they're more entertaining than you are and they share more stories than you do? Do you understand what I'm saying? Does that make sense? I'm just trying to be as helpful as possible. You see, now for me, I'm still a smaller channel. And all the people that I'm connected with roughly have the same subscriber base, right? But I'm getting, and even though I'm not getting a whole lot of views, I am getting more views than you folks are. Even though it's not a whole lot more, I'm getting more. Why am I getting more views? Because I engage my audience. I share personal stories. I consider myself to be pretty entertaining, humbly speaking. That's it. Share stories, be entertaining. Talk about. You either have to teach people something, entertain people, or do a combination of both, right? Gameplay is you can teach people how to play the game, but you can also entertain them with what you say, right? What if you teach people how to play the game and entertain them at the same time? And you do both. Boom. What's going to happen then? Right? Does that make sense? So that is that. Exactly 100% is American Dream 1.5. I appreciate it, bro. Thank you to everyone that donated tonight. Good night. Good night for donations. I didn't expect it, but thank you so much. I'm just curious to know, are you folks pretty much just tired of the drama? It's interesting to me how a lot of the people I met from the Growth Stream community are now separating themselves from that drama sphere, especially on the Lichen Theory and Punksthetic channel and the other drama channels. And it seems like you're all conglomerating back to where it was. It was one heck of a detour, wasn't it? It was one heck of a detour, I'll tell you. And I took that detour for years, 2 or 3 years. The rest of you, maybe a year or a little bit less, but that's just long enough. So I'm glad to see you folks are coming back around. It's been an awesome show since American Dream 1.5. I appreciate it, bro. And you let me know if there are any topics you want for me to cover in the future. You have my email, bro, and I'm willing to help you. Dude, if you want to bring me on a panel, American Dream, I would love to chat with you. I'd love to promote your channel through my channel and my community tab. I know you promote some other people, bro. I just don't know. You have so many channels, American Dream. I don't know when and where you go live. I mean, I'm subscribed everywhere, American Dream. But if you saw how many people I'm subscribed to, bro, this freaking iPhone 12 Pro Max right now, the notifications are actually clear, thankfully. But this thing is typically loaded from top to bottom, scrolling with pages of notifications. So if I know where you're streaming, bro, we can make some things happen. The drama sphere drains your energy. It does. It does. But that's okay. Maybe good old James, Lichen Theory, who's running another drama poop show tonight on his Like and Theory channel will eventually figure it out. You know, he just doesn't want to let it go, because he knows if he lets go of the drama and the drama sphere audience, he's going to have to rebuild, and he knows it's going to be very difficult to rebuild, and he'll probably lose his sponsor that's paying him to create drama. It's almost like he's in a rough spot. And it's funny to me, correct me if I'm wrong, anyone here that knows the Like and Theory story situation from the Like and Theory channel, I see him going the other way. I see his numbers going down. I see him getting more thumbs down. I see him getting more trolled. I see people just withdrawing from the nonsense. And eventually, if he doesn't, start growing something more legitimate, it's going to self-implode. He's going to have nothing. He's going to have no audience. No joke. So anyway, unless anyone else has any other questions, I'm going to start wrapping this up. We are at 1 hour and 27 minutes. Yeah, it's been a good show tonight. I feel pretty good. Look, folks, like I mentioned at the beginning of the show, don't make social media or your life a popularity contest. If you happen to be blessed with gorgeous looks, be happy that you have those looks. Embrace them, but don't feel the need to show them off. Don't feel the need to use that to gain popularity, to make yourself feel better. That's a big insecurity. Looking good is great to get people in the door because it shows you take care of yourself, right? But what if you happen to be a good-looking person that's humble about your looks? And your looks will bring the people in, but then they come and they start hearing you speak, and you're humble, right? You're good looking, but you care about people. You're not selfish. You're not inconsiderate. And you're the type of person that loves to uplift people. Even people that look at you and see that you're good looking and maybe they're not, maybe you can uplift those people to start better taking care of themselves. Maybe you can motivate them to do that. They start taking care of themselves. They lose 30, 40 pounds. They start to, go hiking and walking, and they start to, wear better clothes and use cologne and do other things to beautify themselves. That's going to turn their life around and make them feel better. That's the way I like to live my life. Like I'm not saying I'm the greatest looking guy in the world, but I feel for 47, I feel I look decent for 47. But I don't come out here and say I'm the hottest 47-year-old man in the world. That wouldn't be true in the first place, but I'm happy with the way I look at 47. But what I do is I use that to show people that, hey, even though I take care of myself and I'm a decent-looking guy for 47 years old, I come out here and show people that I care about you, and you can have the same thing. Whether you're younger than me, my age, or older than me, American dream. It doesn't matter how old you are, dude. A few tweaks within yourself, dude, and you can have whatever you want, bro. You can have whatever you want. American dream with another $1 super chat, dude. And enough with the money, bro. It's all good. I love you like a brother with no money, dude. I get it. You look young, sir. Absolutely 30. Seriously 30. I appreciate it, man. I do my best, bro. I do my best. I'll tell you why. Because I love who I am, humbly speaking, right? I wasn't always this way, though, bro. In my teens and 20s, I didn't love myself as much as I love myself now, right? Then I started to realize that in order for people to love me, I got to love myself first in a non-selfish and humble way. I got to love myself deep within. And I got to look at myself in the mirror and say, do I like what I see? And if I don't like what I see, what can I do to fix this? How can I make this better, right? And that's what I did with myself. And that's what I'm trying to help people accomplish as well. Anyone can be whatever they want to be. It's just, how much do you want it? How much do you want it, right? All right, folks. Time to wrap this up. I'm going to get on out of here. I will more than likely be back from another stream tomorrow. Ended up not going hiking this weekend. But who knows? I've got a phone call tonight with this woman I connected with, and it seems pretty promising. I'm not, counting my chickens before they hatch, but hey, I feel good about it. Let's see what happens. I had a date with a 31-year-old woman, last night, and it didn't go the way I thought it would go. So, hey, didn't let it get to me. There's another one waiting, right? There's always going to be another one waiting if this one doesn't work out. As a man, you got to have that mindset. If one doesn't work out, you got 5 more waiting in the queue. That's how it works for me. I can help it. I can help you get to that level as well. When you have women waiting in the queue, right, you're going to come up more natural, because when you go on a date with one, if it doesn't work out, you're not going to be all butthurt about it. You're not going to be upset about it, right? You're also going to come up more relaxed when you meet that woman, knowing that you have 4 others in the queue if it doesn't work out. And that may make you come off a little more relaxed to where it may work out with that one you're currently at. And then the other 4 waiting in the queue will just be stuck in the queue for a while, right? Or forever. Who knows, right? American Dream 1.5. I believe that most people are the same as those that they associate with. I believe that most people are the same as those they associate with. I want to associate with more respectful people. Well, you're in the right place, bro, and I appreciate you. That's why you guys all pulled away from the Jamie stuff and some of the other Dramasphere people. I mean, look, let's be real. We're all going to check in every now and then to see what they're doing out of curiosity. But quite honestly, the people that are stuck in that Dramasphere are just sinking further into misery and depression. And I just hope one day they figure it out and they just get out like the rest of us did before it's too late. Moonchild says 2 thumbs up on tonight's show. Thank you so much. We have 11 likes. Can we get a few more likes? Maybe get it up to 15 before we get out of here? Get it up to 15 likes if we can, folks. All right, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to American Dream 1.5. Thank you to GLM earlier for your super chat. Your what was it? A $4.99 super chat. Thank you to American Dream for all your super chats and donations tonight. Thank you to DeRosa for your donations, your Cash App, and your I think it was Cash App. Was it? I forgot to check earlier. And now you're a channel member. DeRosa, email me and let me know what you want to do. If you want to get me on a stream, just you and I to talk, I'm open to it. But let me know if you have me blocked, DeRosa, because I unblocked you everywhere. And if you have me blocked, that's the only reason why you can't chat. But I see you as a member on the back end of my channel, and I thank you for that. You can cancel after 1 month, bro, after you watch the videos. Doesn't matter. You don't need to be a member, but hey, thank you so much. I appreciate it, man. All right, folks. So thank you to Moonchild as well. Thank you to American Dream. Thank you to GLM and anyone else that was watching behind the scenes, DeRosa, and anyone watching on Facebook. Have yourselves a great night, and I'll see you all more than likely tomorrow. Take care. Bye. Bye.